Chapter 276. It was all the best medicinal ingredients laid out in the huge luggage. Some of them were so rare that Alex couldn't even buy them. Bewildered, Alex looked at Daisy and asked, "Where did your father get so many wonderful ingredients?" "Well, frankly speaking, our family owns a diversified range of business, one of them being medicinal materials. Our ancestors were medicinal material merchants since the late 19th century. And we had our own delivery team that gathered the best medicinal materials from all over the country and sold them to the rich and famous in the city. We've been in this business ever since." Then, she started hurriedly, "Oh yes, my father says that if you need anything in terms of medicinal materials or ingredients in the future, you can tell us directly and we'll do our best to meet your needs." Again, Alex was astonished. Ever since he accidentally obtained the tragedy book, he was mesmerized by its incredible and mysterious contents. There were a lot of methods and prescriptions for the medicine refinery, but there were many medicinal materials that he had never even heard of. He was in the middle of a dilemma about it, but never did he expect the Lane family to be a family of medicinal material merchants with a century-old heritage. It was indeed sheer luck and fortune. He grinned gleefully and said, "Good. Very good. With your family's assistance, my medicine refining will be made much easier." When Alex mentioned the medicine refining, Daisy pursed her lips and hesitated for a while before she mustered up the courage and knelt on the floor with a thud. Alex was startled by her sudden action and asked in surprise, "Hey, what are you doing?" Daisy put her hands together and pleaded, "Master Anderson, my father heard that you'll be producing a magical elixir and he yearns for it. He reminded me again and again to ask you if you could." Could. Daisy mumbled for a long time but was unable to finish her sentence. Growing under a loving and affluent upbringing, she had always been admired and adored by others since she was a child. She had never begged anyone for anything, not even once. Therefore, this timid young lady was embarrassed to speak up about her real needs. Alex's curiosity was ticked as he looked at the proud girl who had suddenly become so timid and shy, but he knew exactly what she wanted even if she didn't say it out loud. He smiled and said flatly, "Does your father want the medicine too?" Daisy nodded like a bobbing head doll and said frantically, "But we understand if you don't want to, no worries." Alex chuckled. The medicine that he was about to refine for Paisel and the Adair family was nothing more than the lowest grade medicines in the tragedy book. It was not as magical as they thought it was. It was very easy and effortless to refine the medicine as long as he had the raw materials. In fact, it would be easier than baking. All the Lane family was asking for was medicine. He couldn't refuse them. Most importantly, he would rely on them to prepare medicinal materials for him. If he could take them in and make them his disciples, getting medicinal materials would be as simple as ABC. Hence, he chuckled at Daisy, who was blushing timidly with red eyes, helped her up, and said, "I can give your father the medicine." "Really?" Daisy shrieked in overjoy. "Of course. Even if it's not for your father, I can't say no to such a cute face." Alex meant it as a joke to ease the mood, but Daisy was blushing even redder after hearing it. Her heart almost jumped out of her body. In order to get on her good side, Alex smiled and said calmly, "Very well then. Since my fate with your family is intertwined, I'll give your family 2 pieces after I produce it."